In the great void of darkness, a single spark can ignite a revolution, change the course of history, and forever transform the human existence. Such is the legacy of Thomas Alva Edison. A man not simply of inventions, but of unwavering courage, tenacity, and an insatiable hunger that made him never give up. His work surrounds us, woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Every time a light is switched on, every record played, every cinema visited, his influence is felt, though often unnoticed. This is a real-life story about how never giving up and believing in your purpose can result in great impact and success never forgotten. Thomas Alva Edison was born on February 11, 1847, in a very small town named Milan in Ohio. Edison was the youngest of 7 children. His mother, a school teacher, took the reins of his education when his schoolmaster labeled him difficult. Little did they know, they were nurturing a mind that would change the world. Edison's fascination with mechanical things and chemical experiments emerged at a young age. His mother encouraged his curious mind, creating an environment of learning and exploration. Despite developing a hearing problem early in life, Edison's curiosity was persistent. At the tender age of 12, Edison took up a job that would mark the beginning of his lifelong journey of self-directed learning and relentless experimentation. He began selling newspapers and candies on the trains traveling from Port Huron to Detroit. One day Edison noticed an overlooked corner in an old baggage car of a train. This space would become little Mr. Edison's first lab. He set up a laboratory for his chemistry experiments and a printing press. This printing press, along with a bright idea of a young Thomas Edison, was the beginning of Grand Trunk Herald, the first newspaper ever published on a train. This goes to show you how determination, even of a child, can lead to innovation. As the years went by, Edison developed his mind, and most important of all, learned from the failure of his own and people around him. He would view his work as a lifelong process, always keeping his head up when experiments and projects did not go as planned. 'Cause the road to success wasn't without failure. The electric pen, developed to make machinery more efficient in separating iron from its ore, failed when iron prices fell and the process he developed was too expensive and couldn't compete economically. Even early models of his revolutionary phonograph and his work on the electric car battery met troubles. All of these inventions and many more met with failure due to technical problems and the market not buying into such advanced technology. But Edison's response to failure was different. Instead of conceding defeat, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His unique perspective on failure became his springboard to success. Edison's tireless experiments led to many great inventions. Maybe the most famous of them all is the commercially viable electric light bulb. Edison and his team tested more than 3,000 designs for bulbs before finding the right materials to glow well and be long-lasting, making them practical and affordable for the average person's home. He saw the light not just as an invention but as part of a complete, integrated electrical system. His establishment of the Pearl Street Station in New York City in 1882 marked the birth of the modern electric utility industry. It was the first commercial central power plant in the US, serving as a model for future power stations worldwide. Edison's determination led him to make other groundbreaking contributions like the phonograph and the motion picture camera, revolutionizing entertainment industries. Edison was more than just an inventor. His astute business acumen led him to commercialize his inventions successfully, leading to considerable wealth. The Edison Electric Light Company, later evolving into General Electric, is testimony to Edison's entrepreneurial brilliance. Despite numerous failures, he managed to amass considerable wealth. Thomas Edison, a boy deemed difficult by his schoolmaster, grew up to be one of the most influential inventors and entrepreneurs of all time. His story shows us that the road to success is not a straight line. It's a journey filled with challenges, failures, and, most importantly, the will to never give up. So, when you switch on a light today, remember the man whose persistence continues to light up the world.